A heartwarming welcome to you for this session that is our life, which we call as Unfiltered Talks with Subhasini. We'll be having all raw and real conversations today. We have you as the guest, and we have a lot of people cheering down. I guess there's one more here. Bring your camera down a little bit. Okay. Can you just adjust your camera a little bit so that everyone can see you now? I will use this later. Yes, perfect. So yeah, let's start directly. So first, unfilteredness. We would want to know who Anthony Fernandes is and how did your transformation start? When did it start? What was that first thing that we start करना है? Your daughter has also joined and she's saying hi to you.
Oh dear, okay. Unexpected. Hi, Zara. Yes. Yeah, hi, I'm Anthony. And I think you guys have kind of monetized on the fact that I'm 49. So, yes, I am 49. I turned 50 in February. Uh, I've been married for around 23 years. I have a 19-year-old, very naughty, mischievous daughter, Zara. She's doing her psychology in Mumbai in MIMS. And yeah, and I'm a chief delivery officer at Open Insights, which is a data and AI IT boutique firm. So that's about me. I think in terms of my life, how it has been earlier, let me start with how it was before I go into how it is today, right? And I think that's the interesting bit. Uh, so for most of my life, I think I had a very laser focused. I was focused on two things. One was career, and one was family. I would do anything to be at the top in both places, to be what to do what matters, right? And honestly, when it comes to health, because we're talking about health in this podcast, health was an assumption for me. Okay, I assumed कि सब ठीक चल रहा है. I'm having great weekends. I'm traveling, so सब ठीक ही होगा. क्या गलत हो सकता है? I've been able to have as much alcohol as I can. I can have as much, uh, your Coke, Pepsi, or whatever it is. When it comes to food, I used to eat what I love. So I still love those things. But I used to actually go out and eat them on a weekly basis. So be it burgers, biryanis, nalli nihari, Chinese, no matter what it is, I used to just eat it, right? And I think from the outside, it looked like a very perfect life that I had, right? A successful career, a beautiful family, a very lean structure, as I've always been kind of lean. People used to like, "Oh, aapko kya zarurat hai kuch karne ki" types. And I think, but deep down, from the inside, I knew something was breaking. I had gut issues. I had knee pain. I had spasms coming every time I tried to do some kind of activity. I think I had all of these coming together, and I knew internally there was a problem. And I think that's where I decided I need to change something in the way I'm living life, my lifestyle, basically. So it was a lifestyle change that I had to go through. Yep. I think that's
Like,
how it was earlier.
correct. And what was that moment? कि नहीं अभी बस enough is enough and now I need to work on myself. That moment. I don't want to.
Oh, multiple moments. We as human beings love to ignore things. Uh, I think my first marker where I should have reacted was when I was 40. My biomarkers showed my triglycerides at 735. For people who understand what these markers are, so doctors usually recommend between 120 to 150. So you can imagine uh, 735 was how many X of what it should have been. And this is when I was doing my test regularly. Being in a
Right.
corporate, we do our test regularly. Every year I used to do my test. At 39, I missed a year for some reason. When I did my test at I think it was 40, there was a sharp increase in triglycerides. My entire lipid profile was out of line. Right, I had read all through HDL, LDL, everything was out of line, and that was the first time I felt something was wrong. Uh, but as I said, I was very focused on career, family, and my friends, etc. Like all of us do, I think I visited a doctor, the best heart surgeon in Pune, and he gave me statins. I was very happy. Uh, little did we know the impact of statins then. I didn't read about them.
Right.
I'm very happy I got a statins. He gave me a nice paper which had like 5 pages on it, what I should do and what I shouldn't do. Statins got down my uh, lipid numbers quite a bit. I was happy about that. So I went back to my old lifestyle thinking, okay, now I'm taking statins so I can continue to do what I was doing. So I continued to eat the junk. I continued to with my alcohol habits. And I have to mention, for people who know me on this call, I don't think I had one polite drink, right? It was always, you indulge as much as you can, right? And I'm sure Ratijit's smiling his way through because we talk about it quite often. So yeah, I think that was the first one. So recently, I think 5 years back, I started getting, my markers again. Uric acid was a problem. My injuries started happening more frequently. So I think there were a lot of reasons why I knew that I had to transform. This is not sustainable. This kind of lifestyle is absolutely not sustainable. The and just a little bit about my family background, which accidentally or is quite glaringly, in my face. Right, my dad had an open heart when he was around 50. My mother-in-law has had hip replacements. Recently, my mom's gone through surgeries. I lost my father-in-law a couple of years back uh, to a heart attack, and more importantly, I think I've lost my friends' parents who I've been very close to, and something clicked in me saying that this is enough. And
Right.
what better way? I think what came to me was there are people who living the same lifestyle like I am and are going through surgeries, pain, and some of them are in deep trouble with gut issues, with the heart, etc. So I knew I'm next. It's just a matter of time whether it's going to happen in 2025 or in 2027. But I knew I was next, and I thought, why be reactive to something? I think in today's world, we all who are on the call and whoever's listening to this podcast understand how we work in our professional life, right? If there is something that we need to take care of for simple things, you need to build a house, you need to buy a car, you need to arrange for a birthday, whatever it is, you plan. But when it comes to our health, for some reason, it's like kuch nahi hoga, jab hoga dekha jayega, right? It's the most
Very true.
common uh, fact of life. I have heard this through multiple colleagues, multiple people, and I myself have been one of them. Like, kuch nahi hoga. When I get the pain, I will see. So I don't understand when we can take work literally so seriously. We don't miss a client call no matter what, right? But when it comes to our health, we are very reactive. We need to
Right.
be proactive. We need to ensure that we audit. our biomarkers, understand what supplements we need, understand what our body needs, how much sleep we need, how much water we need, etc. And it's for our own good. It's for helping us understand what we need to get through our 50s, 60s, and 70s. So that's what actually, sorry, I'm rambling on, but there are many more things. Uh, but yeah, I think I summed it up in the shortest possible.
You very accurately said everything because there are a number of people who have this attitude कि नहीं जो होगा वो देखा जाएगा तब का तब देखते हैं अभी live in the moment but then what you are treating your body is very important like we try to invest in all the luxuries we have good home good cars and everything and then we forget about our body but then that's the first luxury that we need to take care of. That's what I believe.
Another analogy that, because I've been through this journey and I have a lot of people who walk up to me within my gated community, and my workspace as well. So another analogy I give them is, for example, our cars, our home appliances, right? We service them regularly, no matter what. It's not that we go and open up an engine and try and do it ourselves. We ensure that they are serviced on time. But for some reason, I don't know what it is. When it comes to physical health, mental health, there is a stigma in the society, and it's very evident. I can tell you, I cannot express how many people have walked up to me, and Manpreet and Ratijit know this very well. I've gone up to them a couple of times saying, "Are you okay?" People walk up to me saying, "Oh, आप एक drink नहीं ले रहे हो? कुछ गड़बड़ है क्या? Are you not well? Is there a sickness?" So I don't know how you can change that mindset, or do I even want to answer that question, right? It's a very difficult position to even say no. An art that I have learned over time. But I think, if we can take care of our cars and equipment, please, I think our body definitely is the single most important asset which will matter towards the latter years, right? I don't want to say 60s and 70s, but you can have a healthy 40 to 50 years as well. Definitely. Yeah.
It's just a matter of priorities that we set for ourselves. Like we do prioritize our work and we should prioritize our body above that. That's the most important thing. Okay,
sorry, I know I don't want to interrupt your flow of thought or your agenda, but how many times have you heard people say, "मेरे पास time नहीं है"? Every day. Having the time, or I get this a lot. People say, "Oh, your daughter is going to Mumbai, so you have the time." I say it's completely, it's not true. I had the time earlier. I hadn't prioritized this. Like I clearly said, my vision today is different. Earlier, I had a focus on career and family. I have shifted that so much so now that I understand that if I have my focus as my health, I can give 200% back to my work and my family. So I think it's very important for all of us to understand that and take one baby step forward in that direction.
Absolutely. This is so relatable. I think everyone who's listening is going to be relating a lot to every single word you're saying right now. So that's great. And I want you to talk more because that's inspirational. The things that you're sharing, the experiences, everything is inspirational. So moving ahead.
Yes.
Yeah, you were saying something.
I can go on. My daughter keeps saying I talk too much, but so like you've heard these announcements in the plane, right? They say wear your mask first before you help someone else. So I think it's very important for us to be healthy before I preach to anyone saying bhai tu ye kar. do this, do that. Especially the younger generation, they look up to us as models, right? And definitely, it's not the right thing to do nothing about it. Yeah.
That's so true. Manpreet is also saying that also bad mental health takes over a toll on your health, which adds on to impacting our body negatively. Very well said, Manpreet. That's
Absolutely.
amazing. Absolutely.
I'll let you continue, others. I would go on. I'll let you ask the question.
Okay, I'll just ask you one more question and then you can again share your experience. So, what surprised you the most in the entire journey, right from the time when you began with workouts or with some physical activity? That okay, I did not think ये मैं कर सकता हूँ, and now you're doing it on a regular basis.
Yeah, I think uh, so. A good question. I think when I decided I wanted to transform the way I live, I wanted to change my lifestyle. Sorry, I'll take a step back because
Yes.
it's important to understand this is not a switch that you can just turn on and off. So once I decided I wanted to do it, there were a couple of things. I knew I was doing wrong. I knew I can stop alcohol, I can stop red meat, I could stop junk food. I had sweet. I am a fan of bakery products. I mean, I don't know if Kuzan, you are online, but I just love eating bakery products at your cafe. But I didn't know where to start, and the conscious decision is I I hit the nail on the head when I knew that if I stop alcohol or I reduce alcohol, it will give me probably one extra day in a week for me to do other stuff, right? And it was very evident. Uh, yeah, jalebi, yes, Zara. So I understood that I can't stop everything at one time, and that's not the right way to do it as well. It's always baby steps. So I reduced on alcohol. It's been 2 years. I think I won't say that I haven't had a single sip, but I stopped 2 years ago. Uh, the first few months were difficult, but within 4 months, I realized I had clarity of thought. I had much more time because of the time that I was spending in restaurants with people, with the kind of discussion. Everybody knows what we talk about when you're drinking couple of glasses of alcohol. Yes, it's important for networking. It's important in life. All that is good, but you don't have to hurt yourself to an extent where the next day you're just you're begging yourself for your mind to get back to normal, right? So that was my starting point. Of course, I have not stopped. To be clear, there are occasions which demand me to have a drink or two, and I will. And I want to
Right.
to be that way. And so I stopped first with alcohol, and then gradually I went into stopping or reducing on sweets. Again, the cafes that I visit, I barely eat anything out of the way in the cafe. There are a lot of cafes now which will serve you the smoothie bowls, the healthy foods, etc. So you visit those kind of cafes rather than going into the erstwhile ones. So those were the kind of changes that were most difficult. I think the first 4 months is where the body challenges you, your mind challenges you, you have a lot of self doubt. Every second day is when you ask yourself, ये बहुत हो गया अभी एक 4 दिन हो गए, we've not had anything wrong, let's have a cheat meal. But trust me, after 4 to 5 months, you don't even want the cheat meal anymore. And yes, Manpreet ma'am, I know these are very different discussions that we have, and I've told her I have no control whether it's alcohol, whether it's food. Uh, Once I start off, I go all the way, right? And that's what I think I've understood in recent times. So it's been difficult to start with but as you go along, it is the kind of people who help you move to the next level, right? I'm very committed and disciplined when it, as an individual, because I think our work culture is the way it is. You have to be committed, you have to be disciplined. So that's not been a problem ever. I think
Right.
it's just about committing yourself and seeing value in what you're committing to. Right. I also understand this is not a 3 month goal. Like at Wild,
Exactly.
everybody says that. It's not something that I will achieve in 3 months, or any one of us can achieve in 3 months or 6 months. This is a lifelong change that we need to do, and it has baby steps. You start small, and then you take it from there. So these were the simple things that I did, to start with.
Okay. In this only, there's a sub question what I wanted to add. So when you started your journey, as you said, the first 3 4 months were very difficult in understanding and understanding your body. So what were your expectations in the first 3 months? Because there are a lot of people who start a transformation journey or they start working out and they are like, कि अभी 1 महीने में मुझे ये अचीव करना है, 3 महीने का मेरा ये टारगेट है, फिर 6 महीने में मेरी बॉडी बन जाएगी. So did you also have these kind of expectations?
Oh no,
I can see a big smile on your face.
yes, no, I've been.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think discipline and commitment were not a problem. I think I've said that. My problem has has been, the excuses that I can come up with. And for everybody who knows me, I had a friend who used to come home and say, we need to go to the gym, right? And I used to send him back. So I remember that vividly. I don't know if he's on the call, but yeah. So I can come up with various excuses. And that is where I have the 80-20 rule, which applies. So 80%, I am sure I know where I need to go. I know what I need to do. For the
Right.
20% where, I self doubt myself, or, I have second thoughts of aaj ye karna hai ki nahi, I have people like Ratyajit and Manpreet who don't let go. I mean, I have a reminder uh, continuously from them. I don't know, good or bad. I'll just give you a funny example. I was traveling overseas one day, and I told Ratyajit, "Kal मैं नहीं आ पाऊंगा. I'm traveling." So he asked me, "What time is your flight?" I said, 9 o'clock. I need to leave at 7. He said, "I'll come at 5 for you. Why don't you come in at 5 a.m.?" And I'm not a morning person. I'm a night owl. And so, I mean, he will not let you go. You need someone, right, of that. Need someone to catch hold of you. Yes, to push you for that 20%. No matter how strong you are, uh, the self doubt is always there. The excuses are always there. It's with everyone, no doubt. I have spoken to n number of people, and I'm sure even our gym trainers have their own set of doubts that they have. So yeah, this also we are all humans. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. So moving to the next question. So what would you tell people who actually come with a set of expectations? Ki, this is something I want to get into 1 month, because if we get the same backstory that there's a lot of lifestyle modifications required, there's a lot of changes that they require, and that might take a lot of time. But the mindset, what you have right now, how would you convey the same message to everyone? Uh, I think uh, we've complicated this way too much. It's not complicated, guys. For anyone who's willing to take the jump, if you've thought about it, it's not complicated. I can tell you, our nutritionist, Manpreet ma'am, has never said don't eat something. Uh, she's never stopped me or anyone else probably from eating something. The recommendation is to balance your meal. right? And this is a funda that I have recently learned, and it's no big deal. Nobody's saying you shouldn't eat something. All that is being said is you balance your meal. You have a proper, uh, mix of proteins, carbs, and your fiber. Have enough water. So
Okay.
there is a way you need to have this. Yes, of course, you can have your cheat days. You can have a couple of cheat days. You can do all that, but it's not as difficult. You need to just take a step forward in the right direction and things fall in place, right? You need to, I think one of the important steps, guys, is boys and girls, is you need to audit your health, right? And as I've said this, anything you do in life, you sit down with a paper and you plan. You have a roadmap for what you do, whether it's your future 5 years or your career, your personal life, etc. You plan. For some reason, you don't do it as for health. It's very strange. So you sit down, you audit, you do your test, uh, and I'm sure everybody on this call understands, right? Even tests. A lot of people don't do tests. What's the answer that you get from them? कि कुछ ना कुछ आएगा. I don't want to know.
इसीलिए नहीं करना. But then I feel that's the reality what we need to face.
It's funny. And I'm not saying it's wrong because I've probably said this earlier as well, saying जरूरत ही नहीं है. I'm feeling good, I'm fine. जब होगा देखा जाएगा. But take the right step, right? You know what is coming. You can see people around you. And Manpreet ma'am here, this one's for you. I think I have come to you a couple of weeks back saying, what about the people on the tapris? What about the people you see? You step out on NIBM Road, Baner, the cow gullies across Pune, Bangalore, they're full. So nothing happens to them. And I've had this discussion with my daughter. Actually, how the hell nothing happens to them? They are eating whatever they want at midnight. There are places at 11 and 12 o'clock, people are still having a great time. So why is it that I have to go through this? Right? You will understand that only when you take a step forward in the right direction. And that is something that, I mean, I wish I can make a change in at least one person via this podcast.
Right.
Honestly, this is not something that you can force anyone to do. It's a voice from within that says, "अब बहुत हो गया."
बस करते हैं अभी. We'll start the actual part, like to our body. Like here Siddharth is saying, keep awareness is very important, and that's what even you are saying, I feel.
Yes, just be aware. Fine, don't do. Get your test done. You know that you've got high uric acid, or you know that you've got some markers high. You know that it's there. Then you take a decision. Then that's your decision. Whether you want to be stupid enough or you want to take action on it, that's your decision. But at least audit yourself, right? Go through those tests and ensure things are okay. I think that's the least you can do. Another thing I just want to mention is uh, it's very important for us to understand that there is a technique in doing everything. I joined yoga around 2 years ago. The first 3 months, this is a very funny story, and everybody in my yoga class. So I used to be a backbencher, and they used to call it the casualty ward. Forever, it felt forever. The 3 months, I used to be, a backbencher. I used to have back spasms. My knee used to hurt. My neck used to hurt. My back used to hurt. Kuch na kuch rehta tha, I used to be there. It took me a good 4 to 5 months to just get used to the techniques, to get used to the asanas, and to do it well, right? And it's just amazing. I think we need to understand that. So my expertise, for example, are in data, AI, IT, etc. So if you need help, you come to me. I'll give you some expert advice. I'm an engineer, certified engineer, etc. I can help you. But when it comes to health, when it comes to diet, etc., we know it all, right? And my daughter usually uses the term delusions of grandeur, where we think we know it all, right? Boss, humko sab pata hai. I'm young. I have enough money to survive, and I know it all.
I know it all.
I'm greater than thou. So that that feeling needs to change. You need to accept that. What I'm trying to say is, this is not your domain. Health, I don't know. I mean, I know at Wildfit you have Ankit, you have Siddharth, you have Ratajit. I know the NIBM gang. So these are the experts. So go to the experts, right, and take some expert advice. And they are very clear for life. They're very clear. You come, you learn the technique, you learn the right way of doing things, and then you leave. It's about that, and the same goes with yoga. You can do it at home, but you need to learn the right way to do things. And these are some things you can't do DIY, right? You can't Google or Instagram. Let's not.
You can't chat GPT it. You can't Google. You can't look at the YouTuber and you can't just incorporate it. You need a helping hand over there. You
Yes,
need
the
guidance.
right people, the right
Right.
people. And at Wildfit, I don't even, it's not an organization, it's not a gym that matters, it's not the machine that talk to you, it is the people, right? And what I have found in Ratajit and Manpreet is the patience that they have had with someone like me. I'm a hard nut to crack. Ask my daughter, ask my wife, ask my brother, my parents. It's been difficult few decades for me to transform. And I'm sure no matter what, I think at least my family is happy I'm going through this journey. So yeah, I think
Kudos to the entire team, which is with you, which will be there with you till the time you learn and lead us. That's amazing. Kudos to the entire NIBM team.
sorry. Yes, yes. My aim will be to train Ratijit someday. So let's
I hope Latif is listening to this and he's noting this down.
why.
There will be a day. Definitely, there will be a day. But we will also take that she agrees to this. Also, there are few compliments that have been dropped for you that you don't look 50 at all. You look like a 30-year-old, and that's amazing. Your daughter is also very proud of you.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks. Yeah, I don't know what to say to that. I get that point. That is probably one reason where I took it lightly. So, I mean, I don't know if you have time, but usually the misconception is that if you have additional weight on you, and I don't know how to say this, no, don't feel bad. I just so gym or trekking or running is all associated with weight loss, right? I think that's a misconception that I would like to clear via any means that I can. That it's not true. You can be healthy and you can be flexible with that health. You can actually run, you can still do things. So it's not about just weight loss. Me, the challenge was that no matter what I did, I was always lean. So weight loss, weight from like 80 to 70 to 60, it shows you can see an output. For people like us who are lean, I think there's no way to judge an output other than uh, biomarkers or with the muscles, which usually take a lot of time. They show up only when you're working out sometimes. Yeah, I think that's a misconception a lot of people have throughout this. In fact, yesterday at the gym, somebody mentioned आपको क्या जरूरत है सर आपको फिट रखना है yes good.
There's a thin line between fit hona and fit lagna. And that's something I believe you are working on as a person.
Yes, and the amount of mental clarity that a workout of any sort. Right? I have a friend that walks up with me to Kanifnath hill. We've gone to Baner Hill as well. There's a hill that you can climb up. So the day you do those things, the day you do swimming, or whatever it is, any activity that you do, the clarity that you have in your mind is just priceless. I know these are things that you heard on and on Instagram and probably your parents, etc. But it's true. So the minute you're not feeling well and you think you need to be in bed or you need to watch Netflix, sorry guys, the hard truth is you need to put that TV off and step out. Right? Just do something. There has to be movement.
You got one more here. I guess one of your friends is there. He's very proud of you. Age is just a number, and wellness is a journey and not a destination. Very well. That's so accurate.
That Ali Chill, he's my brother.
Thank you so much.
And yeah, thank you. I call him Alu Batata. So let me tell you, for people who say they're busy with work and all of that, let me tell you, my brother has two kids. He has a dog. He, he's an entrepreneur, has a couple of businesses of his own. He finds time to work out during the day, right? And I think there are these gentlemen around me. Sorry, no.
You can talk. I want to listen to this story.
So, my wife's a fan of CP for Ryan Fernandes. For a very long time. So she's been on this journey for a while. I've seen the transformation there. My sister-in-law has been doing something. So my friends, they've really transformed as people, and I think these are the people who actually ensure that you're not going the wrong direction. They will not tell you that you're doing something wrong, but automatically you understand with the people around you that okay, this is not anything that you should do, and you need to take that step in the right direction, and that's what I did. So yeah, hats off to everybody around me, my friends, my family, and I'm sure if they would have put me, I would have.
Moving to one of the questions which I am waiting for, which I guess Ankit sir is waiting from a very long time. So, Devil's Circuit is tomorrow, and I believe you are also participating, right?
Yes, I've heard of that. I've been asking my body composition for a while to do a daily circuit of go for high rocks. I understand when they say to people, sometimes it is you don't want to create your strength or you don't want to compete. And I completely understand that. This is not about competition. It's about longevity, it's about being consistent. And the 3D play a very important role. So you need to have some kind of discipline, determination, and dedication on whatever you're doing. Right. So I think at some stage, you're able to start with the yeah, I think that's what's important.
Okay. And one thing
So yes,
about the Devil's Circuit.
I don't really know whether I'll be able to pull it off. But if there is a better time for me to do it, it is now. It cannot be a year later. There are things that we need to understand as individuals. And this doesn't go in for health or it also applies to simple things in life, like travel and whatever you want to achieve. Guys. I think it's clear. It's now. Do it now. There's no next year.
There's
We
no
all
tomorrow.
the
Yeah.
the New Year resolutions, how they work, we all know. So don't wait for the 31st of December, the 1st of January. Don't fool yourself. Yeah. And I
Very
tell
good.
you something, the new generation, the Gen Z, now unnecessary. I think they figured it out even more better. I think the term mental health is very loosely used sometimes, but it's important. It's very important. And I see them. I have a lot of friends, young kids. They understand what is portion size. They understand what to eat first and what to eat in sequence. They understand you need to eat at a particular time. And these are guys who are in their 16s to 20s, right? If they can understand it, right? And these are things that are not taught in college. They probably read this on Instagram or they learned it in some way, but they are practicing it, right? And we are the generation who are doom scrolling. So I think that's an art which you have to give up. Guys.
Yes.
The minute I know how to give it up, I'll let you guys know. But
Perfect. That's amazing. So this is your time, and I feel tomorrow there will be a lot of people with you. I know that there are more than 60 of us from Wildpick participating for the Devil Circuit, and we as a team will be there. So it is you versus you, and for a better tomorrow, maybe the team will be there.
yes, I have a couple of friends who have joined after I did just to come and watch. So and they will participate. But let's see
That's
how.
great.
Yeah, there's a lot of noise around it. It's going to be fun.
Going to be definitely fun. And all of what you've told, it's just going to make everyone a better human by 1%. It's going to be very helpful because the way you've explained and the way you've shared your story is very relatable. I hope everyone is going to agree on this point.
And I think, guys, whoever's on the call or would be listening to this podcast later, I earnest request to reach out for help. If you have a doubt, reach out for help. There are people willing to talk. You now have my ID. You have a couple of IDs over here at Wildfit. Reach out for whatever you need. Whatever help you need doesn't have to be health related, but we can talk. I'm open to uh, having these discussions. Uh, we've underplayed mental health to an extent.
Lot of yes.
You know, like men shouldn't cry. Well, I mean, we'll have to have a separate podcast for that. I've cried. I'm not too proud about it, but I think uh, ask for help rather than getting deeper uh, into
The
that
thought
whole,
process.
yeah, speak
Yeah.
speak to someone. If you can't reach out to a stranger like me, I'm here to help. It won't hurt. All I need from you is a coffee at Vicky's or Bahar. So simple.
Naturally. Mental health is a big topic and there's a lot of taboo around it. So that's very important to focus on that. And as you said very well, the Gen Z community, now the kids are there, they talk about it and they're not afraid to talk. I guess the generation who are in their 40s, 50s, they're afraid to let that out. The overthinking part is there. So maybe
Yeah.
everyone has got the point that uh, mental health is important, and Manjeet and Ratjit are coming for a coffee with you, and they'll be talking with
Absolutely,
you.
yeah. I keep telling everybody, it's very strange, right? And guys, I know we are running out of time, but you ask someone for a drink in the evenings, I will have 10 people ready. You ask someone for coffee during the day, and there's like, "Arey nahi yaar, busy hai, arey nahi yaar, ye karna hai." I mean, that's how life is. You live with it. It's fun. These changes teach you a lot along the way.
Yes, they teach you, they teach you about the people around you, and then they give a lot of reality to our life.
Absolutely, yes.
Perfect. It was amazing time with you. Yeah.
Just one thing.
Yes, yes, go
We
ahead.
are all here to make a difference, and I think to people my age, or I even tell my parents to join yoga. I've told my dad, my mom, uh, to join yoga, to do something. I think it's never too late, right? Uh, Instead of going through the pain of physiotherapy and hurting yourself in that way, why don't you just be proactive and do something yourself? Do
Right.
those stretches. Uh, if you do not want to reach out to someone, fine, do DIY. But not doing anything is a very wrong thing to do. So let's not live in a delusion anymore that this is not required. Uh, it is required. It is a must for your health. The pains are just not worth it. Trust me, I've helped a lot of senior citizens through this, and you don't want to be in that space. So let's try and make a difference as much as we can.
Yes, definitely. There's always, you can start anytime. And Siddharth has also said one thing, as long as you are alive, you can always
Absolutely.
hit the reset button.
Yes.
Absolutely. Also, one more thing, your brother is completing his 10,000 steps while watching this podcast. That is so lovely. That is so thoughtful. This is the way you actually start your life, or you just incorporate good habits.
Absolutely.
That's
A lot of CEOs, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but yeah, a lot of CEOs, CTOs, top management guys, right? You think they don't have time? They do exactly what you said. They're taking their calls, and they're on their walks, and their video is on. There's no harm, right? I mean, I think there's a mindset change that needs to come in, and nobody's going to say anything. You are walking; it's everybody understands it's good for health. As long as there's no
exactly.
disturbance in the background, it's fine. So, uh, you've got to stop me, man. Okay.
Okay, so we are actually out of time, and it was really amazing talking to you. I would love to meet you tomorrow in person because even I'll be there for the Devil Circuit, so we'll have more conversations. But I believe everyone who's listening today, and this is going to be put up on YouTube channel, so the people who are going to be listening to your thoughts, definitely they'll be getting some kind of inspiration, and at least one change in their life is going to be a lot more meaningful for us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thanks everyone for listening.
Thank you so much, and see you in the next episode of Unfiltered Talks next Saturday. Thank you so much. Have a great
Thank
weekend.
you. Bye bye.
Radhaji just said you are a rock star, and definitely you are a rock star. All kudos to you. Cheers to you. Have a great Saturday.
Thank you.